I hope you hear this message. I hope you act on this message. And I hope you give yourself a long, healthy life.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
For you, the daily commute isn't simply a drive to the office. It's a hands-on exploration deep into your schnoz.
I'm going in now.
With pinpoint accuracy and sheer determination, you dig for boogers like miners dig for gold.
Hit the jackpot.
And why do you do it? Because the windows are up and you think we can't see you. We can.
How you doing?
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh nabber of the nose nugget. We'd like to shake your hand, but you'll have to wash it first.
Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
We've played so many Bud Light commercials. I think that's one of my favorites right there.
It's classic.
Anyway, Common Sense New Hampshire is brought to you by PDS.
Precision Delivery Solutions.
We'll come back, and again, more stuff happening here on Common Sense New Hampshire. We'll be back.
This is Philip Palker from Precision Delivery Solutions. I'm the president and owner of the corporation. We are a truckload carrier regionally based in the Northeast, currently looking for qualified CDL drivers with top pay and benefits for this area. We urge you to give us a call at 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. That is 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. We look forward to hearing from you folks. We are the future of transportation.
Phone number 603-217-5400. Once again, that phone number is 603-217-5400. You can also message us on our social media platforms as well. Comments, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we also have our YouTube page up and running as well. First and foremost, before we start, I want to thank Spreaker again for hosting our show. That's one thing. I want to thank our YouTube listeners. I want to thank our Spotify listeners and our iHeartRadio listeners as well. Thank you so much. Again, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your support. Now, secondly...
Can I do a shout-out real quick?
Absolutely.
Shout out to McGarvey's, maybe.
McGarvey's, absolutely.
Holy hell.
We
This
played
is our
their
home
segment as well.
base.
Our
This
home
is-
base as well. Yeah,
Holy
absolutely.
crap.
The other thing that I definitely want to mention also is I want to thank our veterans out there as well.
Yes.
Thank you for your military service.
Thank you.
Veterans, we can't do we wouldn't be able to do the show if it wasn't for you guys as well. And again, we want to say thank
They're the
you for
first
that.
responders, the original first responders. The original, the creme de la creme of first responders. They allow us, they give us the privilege of living in a country that we are free to roam around and do what we need to do and do a show like this and be entertainers like we do. And, you know, my whole family is all military, all Air Force. So I give a shout out to my brothers, my dad who fought in Korea, God bless his soul. You know, these guys took sacrifices. You know, I'm a son of a fallen veteran, so, you know, that hits home. You know, these guys do what they do so we can do what we want to do. And don't take that for granted. Don't brush it off. You know, give them love, give them respect. Even if you think they don't deserve it, they deserve it.
Absolutely.
My God, it's phenomenal what these guys put themselves into, the situations they put themselves into for you and me to do what we want to do. And I give them a standing ovation. I applaud them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. all you women out there, everybody that does it, thank you. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day as well.
Happy Veterans Day.
The other thing that I also want to mention, I don't think we want to, this doesn't necessarily celebrate, but this also marks the 100-year anniversary of World War I. That's something else to keep in mind as well. I can't believe it. 100 years ago, World War I.
Where were you 100 years ago, by the way?
Jesus Christ.
You're just getting your
I
license,
was in
right?
my great-grandfather's eyes, I think, a sparkle, I don't know.
You were going through your road test to get your license. You failed your parallel park, right?
Yeah. Oof. Unbelievable. So anyway, it's time to pay the bill. So Erin's got some information about sponsoring our show. So Erin, take it away.
All right, guys. So it is that time of the year where we're looking for our sponsors. We actually have 4 different levels of sponsorship that you can go for. Our platinum sponsor, we're asking for $2,000. With this, you will get 2 60-second commercials, 2 30-second commercials, a logo spot, and advertising on our website and all of our social media. You get constant mention of your company, such as PDS. You'll also get...
Example like PDS.
Example like PDS.
Who's PDS?
Precision Delivery Solutions.
Oh, those guys. All right.
You'll also get a Common Sense New Hampshire shirt and some promo swag. Our gold sponsor is $1,000. You'll get a 60-second opening commercial, 30-second intermission commercial, logo spots and advertising, obviously on our website and social medias, along with Common Sense New Hampshire shirt and swag. Our silver sponsors, $500. You'll get a 30-second intermission commercial, and you will also get a Common Sense New Hampshire shirt. Our steel sponsor is $250. You will get a 15-second promo spot and a Common Sense New Hampshire shirt. If you would like any more information on being a Common Sense New Hampshire sponsor, all you got to do is reach out to us. The best phone number, actually, besides the Common Sense New Hampshire Facebook or any of that, is 603-879-9300. That is the perfect entertainment phone number. It's the office phone number. And if you just direct your calls to either Erin or Bernie, one of us will get you all the information that you need. If you want to email us, you can actually email info@perfectentertainment.biz.
There we go. Okay. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate that.
Hey, thank you for wearing your PDS shirt.
Yeah,
today.
I wanted it. It's just one of those things that I had to.
I was looking for my show shirt, and I couldn't fucking find it. We've been gone so long, I think it's in my underwear drawer now. So I'm like, where the hell's my freaking Common Sense shirt,
we
man?
need to order some more swag anyway. So it's not really a big deal. Once again, our phone number here on our show is 603-217-5400. You get something to mention. If you want to thank a veteran out there, by all means, we'll take those dedications. We'll take those phone calls.
Absolutely.
We talked about Bohemian Rhapsody. We talked about sports. And now I did not know what to call this segment, but I'm just going to call it a segment about stupid people out there.
Common sense.
Yeah, well, stupid people that do not have any common sense in reality. So here's what I've noticed. I noticed that a lot of people have been driving stupidly.
Oh my God, ridiculous.
On the highways.
Wait a minute, you just noticed this?
Well, no, it just seems
even
like
more now.
I think it's more
recently.
apparent. I think it's more apparent, exactly like Erin said. I think it's more apparent now. You've been seeing a lot more deadly accidents on highways. People are not,
Not
people,
even highways, on side streets,
Oh, that too.
In small cities and towns, just people.
Somebody
just,
launched their car into a house today
Yeah.
in Massachusetts.
I know, I saw that.
Oh my God!
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that we noticed also. There's this famous restaurant in Nashua, New Hampshire, the Country Tavern. Someone actually went into that restaurant as well.
straight through the restaurant.
I don't know. I don't know. Is the apocalypse here, or is it coming? Are these signs? I don't know.
We have two things. We have we have distracted drivers with the ability of so much technology in their phones that, well, you know what, these people could watch and text and do whatever they want behind the wheel. Then you have mental disorder, meaning either, you know, I go through life going, you know what, everybody is going through some depression or whatever, and going through a breakup or a divorce or whatever, and when I see somebody driving erratic on the highway, I don't point the finger and go, he's an asshole or she's an asshole. I go, I have no clue what the fuck that person's going through right now. He might have just got fired. He might have just got informed that somebody died in his friggin' family, and he's racing to wherever to go. So I don't assume anything. I just know that, you know, dude, if you're going to drive like that, I hope to God you get there safe and you don't hurt nobody, because of what I do for a living. And I could eat up the show with my experiences. You guys know this. You know, I've had people die in my arms. I've rescued people. I've done all that shit. And I'm not bragging. You don't want this experience. You don't want that friggin' shit in your head, because it's always going to be there. But being a driver, I get to see this shit. And it's just, this is the day and age of, you know, it's never going to end. Unless the government goes, listen, we need to have a contraption in the car that disables your cell phone and just concentrates on driving. Like you can only drive your car with two hands on the wheel. You know what? Every car has a breathalyzer. Like, you got to get in your car, you got to blow a breathalyzer, regardless if you have a DWI or not.
Yeah.
That's the society we live in now. You know, and it sucks, but you're not going to change it. You're not, because we live in a country that gives us these freedoms that say, who are you to tell me to breathe into some fucking, I just paid $80,000 for my car. I'm not going to breathe into some tube because, you know, that kind of shit. But you're not going to stop it. We're going to have death. We're going to have bad accidents. We're going to have terrorism. We're going to have school shootings. We're going to have all of this. People, it's going to happen. Don't blame the gun laws. The gun laws has nothing to do with this. We need to check mental fucking stability in people. You know what? That last school shooting, that guy was under the microscope with fucking mental issues.
Well, see,
So
and
don't blame gun issues.
Yeah.
You got to blame that the doctor said, no, he's not psycho. Wrong.
Well, see, and that's one of the things, too, is that I know, like, when everybody was voting, it was, you know, vote yes for the nurses and this, that, and the other thing, you know, at the hospitals. But I think a lot of it has to do with coming down from the doctors. Doctors really need to stop being so overloaded with patients that they can focus on the ones that they have. And, you know, if they see something, they need to treat it. Like, you know, I mean, I've known people that have been severely depressed and go years without a doctor saying, hey, you know what? We need to get you on something, or we need to, you know, fix this problem. Like, the doctors are so overloaded.
Well, that takes money. That you know, you can't. If I said, you know what, I think you're mentally mentally that word, sorry,
Mentally challenged?
whatever, mentally, like, you're mentally unstable. I don't trust you in society. So I say you need to go get looked at. Who the fuck am I to tell you to do that with my, you know? But if I see it, maybe other people see it, but of course, you need a doctor's friggin' note to basically go, you know what, yes or no. And it's, like I said, this last shooter, you know what, he got cleared.
See, and I think that's part of this whole, you know, I thoroughly feel that this whole, you know, HIPAA law and all this stuff, and if Bernie thought that there was something wrong with me, He couldn't even call the doctor and say, listen, I really think